I'm wearing a hat inside at night. Ignore it. So, let me tell you about the time I cried in the principal's office in the sixth grade. So, it all started with me versus my worst enemy, my math teacher. Dun dun dun. And she and I had some beef that had gone pretty far back into the past, since the first day of school. But it was also she was also my neighbor. So, Halloween, it was like, you hate me, but like still gonna give me that candy though. But pretty much, uh just like for some reference, on that same day that I was in the principal's office, she threw a marker at me because that's another story. But it all started when she thought I'd flipped her off. I was handing her a tray because in Georgia school, kids aren't mature enough to put their trays away on their own. So you hand the teacher the tray and she throws it away for you and takes it and she just got a big stack of tray. It was a bad system. But pretty much I handed it to her sort of like this. I just gave it to her and I was like this, and I just like turned. I didn't think a thing of it. I was just like, hey, smooth tray handing off, all clean and everything good in the books. She goes, boy, and I was like, yes. And she was like, yes, ma'am. And I was like, yeah, yes, ma'am. And then honestly, she goes, did you just flip me off? And I was like, no, ma'am, I would never do. She's like, well, I don't have time for this. You know what I got to, and I was like, okay, at that point I'd shut it off. And I was just like, I'm sorry. You get in trouble enough times. You just say, I'm sorry to get out of the conflict. It's not, there's nothing genuine in the mind of a misbehaving child. It's just like, just let me go so I can do this in 30 minutes, which I actually did. Cause then not really. We were in line, me and my friends, we had single file lines in middle school, and we were all in line to go back to the classroom from the cafeteria. And I was just chilling with my homies, with my boys. You know what we do? You know what us sixth graders do? They trip me, right? And then she was like, this is the time to get these boys in trouble. And so she goes, this is her exact words, are y'all hustling? And I was like drugs? And she was like, no, are y'all hustling? And I was like, I don't, to the best of my knowledge, no, we're not hustling right now. Guess we were hustling. She goes, none of this. She goes, school security guard, please come here. And we had a school officer because, the sixth graders really, I don't know. But then she calls him over and he was like, are y'all messing with Mrs. Carter? And I was like, no, sir. And he's like, boy, I ain't gonna hear none of this. No, get yo. And then just started cursing, right? But that's not safe for work. And then he pulled us all off. Me and, this is rule number 1, never pull away the whole squad. Because it's just going to be a party over there, Like, they didn't know. So we put our hands behind our backs like this, like we were prisoners, right? Because, you're already in trouble. What do you do next? Instigate. Then all of our friends are walking by. They're all going back to class. And then they all start going like left, right. And then they participate. This doesn't make anybody happy. Next thing you know, we got like 16 sixth grade boys all doing this, like, because he goes, boy, come here, boy, I'll take the whole lot of you. And he gets all of us, we're all in trouble. We go to the principal's office, right? Then every single coach, because we were athletes at the time, every single coach comes in for us. Football coach, this dude, you could not tell what he was saying. Boy, I swear you're gonna get a big, tonight we run a suicide, but you ain't gonna be ready for this, boy. like some of that stuff. Then the wrestling coach, Ty, you got to think about your future here. It may be fun in the moment, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, sorry. And then basketball coach comes in and goes, I don't want to talk about it, and he just leaves because I guess he had better stuff to do. But then we end up in the principal's office, and he starts off with, "So how many days of suspension are we talking?" And I was like, damn. The waterworks go, and all my friends are like,
No, man. See, principal, our teacher is crazy, dude. He's crazy. She's crazy, dude.
and then he was like, "What's your teacher's name?" And
Mrs. Carter, listen, everybody knows that this girl is just, we weren't even doing anything. She said we were hustling. What does hustling mean? What does hustling mean?
I had a bunch of white boyfriends at that time, and still kind of do, I mean.
What is hustling? We weren't hustling, I swear. My coach says good hustle sometimes. I wasn't working that hard. I wasn't.
And then the principal says, "All right, I'll let you off the hook this time. You see, I've gotten many a complaint about that one. You know what, just go back to class, make it seem like I did something bad to you, and I'm sorry, young man, for making you cry." I was like, and it was a fake cry. Boom, pow, pow, pow. Go back to the classroom, sit down. Teacher's like, "Now, can you tell me exactly how that went?" And I was like, "It was terrible. I'm in so much trouble." And she goes, "ADD?" And I was like, "No." She goes, "IDD?" Or that's not what it is. It was ISS. And school suspension. And I was like, he didn't tell us at the moment. And next day, hell on earth. But that's for another story. I already went over my time.